Hello, I'm Aussie Villain. Welcome to episode 38 of Aussie Cluff, our bid to return Nottingham Forest to the top of football. And you can see since the last episode that dominant 5-0 win against Roma in the Champions League. Things have kept going well for us. We went and we played Brighton at home, of course, in the league. You can see it was a 4-1 win. Brighton were actually surprisingly good. Their defence was what let them down. They were very error-prone in defence, but it was actually a very tight, even, well, maybe not tight, given that we scored 4 goals. Very open, but even game. You can see it was Elazar that got 2, and Oroza got 2 goals as well. Doesn't score many for us, Oroza. We've moved him forward. You'll see when we get to our formation for this game, the slight change we've made, the tweak in formation, and he popped up with 2 goals, which is really good. Then we went away to our former club, Aston Villa. You can see George Ramsay Park holds, just under 62,000 fans now, the old Villa ground. But Elazar ruined the party. 54th minute, he got the winner. Again, this was an even game, a tight game, much tighter game, and we took our chance. And it was a really, really satisfying win because Villa are a very good team in this, if not in real life. So that was, really, really satisfying win. So this episode, we've got Benfica in the Champions League, and this is massive. If we win this, we guarantee our progression through the group. If we lose, then it'll all be in the balance against Sevilla in the last group game. And then, of course, Chelsea at home in the league. They're second in the table. And if we look at that table, you can see we have pulled out quite a nice little gap. 7 points clear of Chelsea now. More importantly, 10 points clear of 5th place Manchester City. A lot of these top teams in the sort of Villa upwards have been playing each other. Have been so obviously dropping points. A lot of draws, a lot of sort of games where I think Chelsea lost. You can see they've lost 3 games now. They lost to, Middlesbrough, which was unexpected, and Liverpool's the other one there that they lost. But yeah, a lot of teams around us playing each other, dropping points, and so we've suddenly found ourselves 7 points clear. So any sort of result against Chelsea today is going to be a really, really good one. And of course, for all the goals in between episodes, goals of the month at the end of this episode, as always, we did get a few nice ones this month as well. But this is the team we're sending out to play Benfica. It's Vazquez in goal, it's Quinjano, it's Cox, and it's Busanel across the back. Toth goes down the right, Scando goes down the left. Lacey and Joyce are playing in midfield with Oroza playing in behind the strikers. As I said, he chipped in with 2 goals there against Brighton. He's looked really good, so we're going to try it on the big stage. Elazar and Ortiz will continue up front. Ortiz got 4 against Roma. How many can he get against Benfica? So Benfica going for 4-4-2. We did beat them relatively comfortably. I think it was 3-1 the first game in the home leg for us. I expected to prove a point. I think we could secure a qualification to the first knockout round with a win here, go out there and impress me. I think I like that. Then we'll do the old calm faith, just make sure there's not too much pressure on the boys, and we'll send them out and hopefully do a number on Benfica. Of course, the main absentee you may have noticed from that starting lineup is Novikov in the centre of defence. He's really played a lot of football. In the medical centre, we're saying that he's sort of getting to critical point. So we're resting him for this game. And then hopefully he'll be fresh for Chelsea, because Chelsea is a huge, huge game, isn't it? If we avoid defeat there, knock a game off against one of the top teams, maintain that 7-point gap, and how far could we go in the league this year? It's beginning to look as though we're certainly going to be challenging, aren't we? It's been not away there. I thought Ortiz may have just got onto that. You wanted Elazar ideally, didn't we? There he is. There he gets to flick on this time, but the defenders there had it clear. Go on, Elazar. What's he got for us? Out to Oroza. It looked like there was a pass through the middle, but it closed in. We're keeping the ball nicely here, spreading it. Busanel, he's got a decent cross on him for a centre-back, but he's going to keep it. Cox, it's okay. I don't mind this. I don't mind this at all. Busanel in for Oroza. There's a nice first-time ball. It's just been scrambled clear. But Scando picks up. We're maintaining the pressure here. This is fantastic stuff. Lacey, what's he got? To Joyce. Can Joyce pick a pass? Look at Scando in so much space out here. There we go. We found him now. Can he whip a ball in? No, the build-up play's nice, but you just feel like just get it in the box, boys. Go on, Toth. Toth down the side. It's a penalty. Has to be a penalty. Tugged back by Piore, was it? Doesn't matter. Toth and his acceleration, and he's done it again. He's got maybe not an assist. It may not count for statistically wise officially, but certainly an assist in our hearts. And Ortiz, go home! Mariano Ortiz, his 12th goal of the season. That's his 5th goal in the last game and 15 minutes in the Champions League. That is Ronaldo or Messi-esque numbers, isn't it? Another highlight here. We've given them praise. Now, hopefully we haven't clocked off and go and concede another goal now. We've missed the header. Busanel, Quinjano's there. Really, really good stuff. Vazquez out to Scando, and can we launch something? Let's see, Scando's gone looking for Elazar, hasn't found him though, and it's going to come back at us. Lacey's there, can he win the ball? No. Decent pressure on the ball, but there was a bit of an out there for them. Let's keep our concentration. He's in, he can't miss, and it's 1-1. Is he offside? We're clutching at straws. No, the straws have fallen to the floor, and that is infuriating. I should have maybe given them a concentrate after that first goal, but these things happen, I guess, don't they? A draw in this game, if we're looking at it, not the best, not the worst. We're playing Sevilla at home in our last game, and they did beat us at their place, so that's not going to be easy. And Benfica will play Roma, of course, in the last game, and Roma essentially have nothing to play for. They would need to beat Sevilla and then beat Benfica quite comfortably. There's a good ball for Elazar. Can he turn? Oh, it's a bit of a lungy tackle. It's Ortiz! Would have been not a goal that we earned, but half a chance maybe there for Ortiz to lash one in. Alright, back at the other end. Can we defend the set piece? Oh, we got away with that one as well. That was not great defending. It's an even game though, isn't it? We seem to be really just amazingly good in the Champions League, or just struggling a little bit. We really struggled against Sevilla, didn't we? And I just feel like the same thing is happening here. Busanel wins the header. It's been picked up though in midfield by Benfica again. You just feel as though Benfica's getting a foothold in this game. We may need to look to change something. I'm wondering, perhaps a higher line. They don't necessarily look as though they're trying to play directly in behind us. Lacey's won that. A bit of a heavy touch. Lacey pounces. Here we go. Elazar, can he find Ortiz? No, it's a poor pass. You could see what he wanted to do, but he needed to be going in behind the defence early there for Ortiz to run onto. And Benfica come again. Oh, come on, boys. Keep your shape. Keep your shape. Can we get a tackle in? The crosses come in. Oh, it's a free header again. That was a lucky escape. Let's give it another concentrate here. I'm thinking we might just push up a little bit here. They're getting it wide, trying to cross it in. They're not necessarily going in behind us as of yet. I'll hasten to add. And we've looked as though there might be a bit of width there, haven't we, for Scando and Toth. So we'll play a little bit wider. Oh, sorry, we'll look to exploit the flanks. Not play a little bit wider. Right, is this going to be our highlight? Cox has gone out for Toth. There's a lot of space in midfield here. Joyce has picked it up. Look at this in there. It's gone for Ortiz. Can he pick a pass through the middle? He's out for Toth. Elazar is in their back post as well. We've got men over. Cross comes in. Ortiz! And it's over the bar. Come on, boys. Mariano Ortiz. I mean, heading isn't necessarily his strong point, is it? We really needed to be picking out Elazar for that. Just not quite clicked into gear, have we, this half? Let's see what we can do here. Joyce, that's a good tackle, it looks like, yeah. Still 30 seconds to half time. If we can put pressure on here, we should get that. We should get that. Go on. What are you doing? Get the ball. Oh, no. If we concede from this, I am going to be a very unhappy manager, and it's a horrid shot. So that's okay. But what was it Quinjano, or was it one of the wing backs that just was backing off instead of going for the ball? Yeah, even first half, we probably just shaded it, would you say? But it's not great so far. Go out there and grab the goal to win it for us. We'll do some individual team talks here, and then we'll come back for the second half. Okay, now you do get the feeling that if we play to our potential, there is a second goal in this for us, but we need to defend a little bit better as well. Let's see what comes. It is a kickoff highlight, so nothing is likely to come of it, but you never know. Scando just slightly out of position. He's got back. It's not the best pass. Quijano's there. Can he get rid of it, please? He can. Oh, the highlight's going to continue here, though, isn't it? We've blocked that. That's well done by whoever the striker is out there. Probably Ortiz, I think, wouldn't it? This half, he'd be out that side. Another Benfica highlight. Reigns. Oh, that's a horrid. What fending? What is that? Alright, let's give this a push forward. Oh, we're just so hit and miss in the Champions League this year. Can Vasquez save us here? Go on, Vasquez. Oh, it's off the post. Can we get the rebound? Cox is there. Yoo-hoo. Got away with that one. Little bit unlucky for Benfica, you'd say, inside of the post like that, but we don't care about that. Can we defend this set piece now? We can. Now the question is that going to be the turning point in the game? Because nothing we're doing, the high line is not particularly working. We're just not playing well, which probably again comes down to team talk. So that's poor defending. It's a lunging tackle, and we're just not at this today. Toth's done well there. We need to think what can we do to change this game. We had that clear. Vazquez is there. We just need to concentrate a little bit more, don't we? We're exploiting the flanks, which is fine. We're not holding the ball, so maybe let's tell them after this highlight to retain possession. I think that's a horrid shot. If they keep shooting like that, then we'll be fine. Let's maybe go a little bit more mixed passing, but just look to retain possession. Just build up the play a little bit more. We're supposed to be working the ball into the box, but we're not holding the ball for any length of time to be able to do that. Now, who's not playing well? Quinjano's having a shocker. Rosa's not at his best either. I'm wondering Bennett for a Rosa. Can we get that clear, please? It's another friggin' penalty. Oh, this is just one of those games, isn't it? All right. Can Vazquez put him off again? If this doesn't go in, then you'd start and think maybe we'll this is kind of our day. But here we go. Vazquez, oh, he saved it. What a save! And get it clear, and there we go. All right. So come on, Forest. Let's work off this. We just aren't in this game right now. We're looking frustrated. We're looking nervous. Let's give them some encouragement. We're going to have to make some subs here as well. We're going to take off, I mean, Quijano, do we take off a defender for playing a 6.3? I don't know what to do for him. Let's take off a Rosa. Let's put on Bennett. That's the first thing we can do. A little bit more pace. Bennett's a little bit more physical as well. Just perhaps not as creative. Lacey's not playing well. We do have Griffiths on the bench, so I'm thinking that might be one to make as well. We don't need nervous players right now, so we'll do that. Gives us one more change to make. Is it Elazar? He is also looking nervous. Do we bring Callum Mosley on? Let's see what comes of this highlight. It's all Benfica, isn't it? Every highlight. We have not had a sniff this half. Toth has whacked one clear. Obviously maintaining the retained possession instruction. Good stuff, Marco. He's coming back at us again. We've let him run in behind, and Vazquez can't save us this time. Oh, we've been absolutely horrid. Let's give it a demand more. I mean, we've whacked it clear, and they've basically just put it back straight through us, haven't they? Is that Quinjano? I should have taken him off. I think 17 is Quinjano, you know. No, it's Buzanel. Oh, boys. What are we doing? Alright. Let's take off We'll take off Elazar. Bring Mosley on. We'll play Mosley as a poacher. Alright, let's take off the retained possession. Let's go back to what we know. Let's play at a higher tempo. Let's be more fluid. Let's close them down. Let's get stuck in. Let's roam from positions. Maybe let's not exploit the flanks, but let's play with width. And anything else? I don't think so. Confirm. Go on, Callum Mosley. Get out there, score us a goal. And a little concern here is that we've taken off a focal point when you assume that they are going to be sitting a little bit deeper, but he's tired and he's just not playing well. Mosley gets a cross in. It's too close to the keeper. Oh, what I would not give for an equaliser here. Just take 2-2 and get out. Considering they've missed 2 penalties, we have no business being in this game. We have not been playing well. It's actually a miracle where we even got a chance. This is looking a little bit better though. Can Scando, he gets it in, it's there. Can Bennett get on the end of it? Bennett, oh! Is it going to stand? Has he given it? Own goal. So it is a goal. It's an own goal, so that's why it looked a little bit shifty. It's come in. Bennett's put good pressure on, and it's just come off. The keeper's missed it, Bennett's missed it, and the left back's done us a nice favour. Alright, now, the sensible thing to do would be to hang on to this lead, this goal, and just be sensible. But we're not going to do that. We're going to see if we can get the most undeserved of wins. We've had 2 shots on goal, and we've scored them both. Although own goal probably doesn't count for that. But let's see what we can do. I did say what I wouldn't give for 2-2. But that was when I was pleading for a second goal. Now we've got the second goal. We just want to win it, don't we? All right, 2 minutes to go. Minute and a half to go. We've won that header with Quinjano. Bennett's there. Can he win the second ball? No. Oh, should we have sat back? We should have sat back. Go on, Vazquez. Save it. Save it. No! What are we? Oh, you idiot. What was I thinking? This is what you get when you ask for something to happen and then you don't actually take it seriously and you just go for a win anyway. Oh, what was I thinking? If that costs us Champions League qualification, you can all sing Sacked in the Morning at me. Frustrated, yes, you should be frustrated with me. We've got 30 seconds. Oh no, we're 30 seconds over. And there it is. I have messed that up royally. Oh, so angry at myself. What was I thinking? 2 missed penalties. We had no business being even at 2-2. And I've got greedy. Alright, I am annoyed, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm not happy with that. Was it partly my fault? Yes, we got back to 2-2, and I didn't just settle for that, but we just need to be playing better than that. Scando, what's he done doing stuff as the training report? That's fine. Guys, wait right there. I apologise for that, when we will be back for Chelsea in the league. Okay, welcome back. We're hosting Chelsea. It's first versus, well, technically third now because Manchester United have won their game over the weekend. But yeah, this is essentially first versus second. Hopefully everyone's calmed down from that Benfica disaster. I am still annoyed at both myself and my team, but let's see what we've got here. We've a few changes that we've made. Vazquez stays in goal. Quinjano Novikov comes back in along with Cox across the back. Milovanovic comes in to play down the right. Scando will continue down the left. Joyce, and we're dropping a Rosa back in to play deeper in midfield. And that's going to leave Bennett to come in behind Elazar and Ortiz. Hopefully we can still score goals, but be a little bit more sound defensively here. So it's the old Chelsea formation. Antonio Conte, I'm assuming, is still the manager because they've been playing with this since we were at Villa. I don't know if the mic's picking it up, but there is some smooth jazz playing in the background from the pub down the street. Must have some live music tonight. Plenty of jazz flute happening. Okay, so while we bob along to the jazz, Mario says for the fans, we're at home. That's probably a good thing. We probably owe them after the Benfica game. Let's give the fans their money's worth. The old calm, we have faith. And hopefully, like I say, we can still score some goals here, but be a little bit better defensively. Okay, this is a big game. So I'm hoping that with Bennett playing in that attacking midfielder role a little bit further out, I don't feel like Arosa really got into the game against Benfica. So I'm hoping he's a little bit deeper, so he'll have a little bit more influence. Bennett, because we're going to have both our strikers tracking wing-backs back, he's going to be a little bit more of a physical presence up there. Let's see what happens with this cross from Milovanovic. Couldn't really pick anybody out. Now, are Chelsea going to launch a counter-attack? Chelsea are a free-flowing team. They score lots and lots of goals, so we've got to be a little bit careful here that we don't find ourselves on the end of a bit of a hiding. The cross comes in, it's found its target, it's across the box, and it's Vazquez with a massive save. Well done to the big Aussie. We needed that. We did not need to go behind 45 seconds into the game. Like I was saying before, Elazar, it's a decent header cleared, not fully cleared though. Can Bennett get a foot in? Just need to try and stop this coming in the box. We can't do that. It's gone across. We have someone going across. I'm not sure who that is. Vazquez, it's easy for him to claim as it loops towards him gently. Yeah, I think given the state of the league table, a draw is not a bad result here for us. But as Benfica showed, we don't play for draws. We go to win. And sometimes that has horribly frustrating, annoying, and infuriating consequences. But you know, you win some, you lose some, as they say. And if we'd gone on and won that game against Benfica, you know, we would have been lauding it up, wouldn't we? But we're not. We're looking a little bit clownish. But Vazquez again has claimed that relatively easily. If that's the best they have to offer, then we might do okay here. Let's see Cox in for Joyce. That's a nice pass. That's horrid, Joyce. What is that? Oh, we've put ourselves under so much pressure here. And Vazquez can't stop that. That's shot ourselves in the foot. That's really annoying. When you're giving the ball away like that, what can you do? Oh, look at this. There's no pressure on him either. And I don't know. I don't know if Paulinho has just read his mind and Joyce hasn't seen it coming. It's a decent finish across the keeper. But that's poor. That is just poor. So it's not going to be an episode for the defensive gurus among us, because we have been truly horrid. 3 penalties, I think it was, we conceded in the last game. 2 penalties. Well done. It's made himself up a little bit there. I think that was Joyce again that got in to block that pass. We're second to everything again here. We've got that through Novikov. Arosa back to Joyce. Can he find a Ray? Come on, Elazar. Can he pick out Ortiz? Ortiz is making a run. Elazar is running at them. He's going to cross to Scando. He should be able to beat his man. First time cross in for Elazar. And it's a goal! Come straight back at them with some of the worst goalkeeping you are ever likely to see. Elazar, he's passed that out. Scando's hit it first time and found him again in the box. That's wonderful stuff, but that goalkeeping was laughable. But that's not our problem, is it? That is one for Antonio Conte. Thibaut Courtois, now how old is he? He must be getting on a little bit. Of course, no longer with Chelsea in real life. Can we not go and concede again? Oh, we've only just scored. What are you doing to me, boys? Come on. No, Vasquez. What a save. Oh, this is a little bit more open than we would like. If we could give this a concentrate, I would be very grateful. It doesn't look like we can. Alright, Mensah is going to knock the corner in. Look at the Forest fans cheering on the boys. A good header. And Bennett, can he complete the clearance? No, he can't. And it's wide. It's well wide. First, for a second, then it looked like it was looping into the top corner, didn't it? We're giving as well as we're taking here, but... Or giving as well as we're getting, I should say. Got to get my cliches right, don't I? Let's give this some encouragement. Some of the teams looking nervous, which isn't great. Oh, come on, boys. Can we get a foot in early? No. Looks like it's going to be a Chelsea highlight. Paulinho's knocked a nice pass in. Well read by Scandos. Oh, I thought he was heavy touch. It's played out wide. Ortiz? No, he's not there. I thought he might be in the area, but this has come straight back. Scando's out of position. The cross comes in, and what a tackle from Milovanovic. That is world-class defending and has saved a goal. Can we clear this, though? Or is it just prolonging the agony? Oh, it's off the bar. Oh, Chelsea look pretty good, don't they? This is similar to what Arsenal were looking like against us, where they looked like they would just score at any point, and we happened to nick 2 against Arsenal. Now, we've nicked 1 against Chelsea. You get the feeling if we're going to win this game or even get a draw, we are going to need another goal. Well, obviously, if we're going to win the game, we're going to need another goal. But if we're going to get a draw out of this, a good tackle from Novikov. Can we launch something on the counter here? No, we cannot. Yeah, there's going to be another goal in it for us if we're going to get anything, because Chelsea look like they could score at any moment. No reason for the team to be looking particularly nervous. I'm worried about Cajano here because, well, let's see what happens with this. He's not playing well lately. Maybe he needs a rest. We have certainly some defenders up our sleeve. Here we go for Novikov. Can he get it? No. Good tackle, but are we going to get counted here? Oh, Milovanovic. That undoes all the good work of that last clearance. Paulinho is in, and Vasquez has made the save, but he could hardly miss that, could he? It was hit straight at him. Can I give this a quick concentrate before the corner? No, I can't. Slow on the mouse. Alright, Chiesa to knock it in. Can we get this clear, please? Cox is there. Well done. Well won. Can we complete the clearance? Oh, it's come back in. Quinjano is there. That's a good header. And that is the end of the highlight. Even game. Chelsea shaded it, though, haven't they? Certainly the highlights we've seen, they've shaded it. Though their body language isn't looking great. Their match ratings aren't that good either. We're either motivated or nervous, which is neither here nor there, I guess. But you'd rather you didn't have nervous players. But 1-1, we'll take that. That is not a bad result for us at all. Says the performance was disappointing. I think it was. I don't want to kill the confidence, but I think we can do better. Bennett, we're really, really struggling in this attacking playmaker role right now. Nobody is performing consistently for us. Last year, I mean, Bennett at the end of last season was banging them in everywhere for us, and Curtis Jones was... Well, who is Chad Jones? Why do I keep calling him Chad Jones? Curtis Jones was really good at the start of the year. This season, we just seem to not be able to get anybody to play there consistently for us. The cross comes in, it's headed clear by Quinjano. Ortiz has got it at his feet, but there's nothing to come from that. Still looking a little bit nervous here. We'll give them an encourage, I think, when we can. Well, corner for us. Joyce knocks it in. It's not the best. He's going to get a second chance at it. Maybe the edge of the area could be the place to go here. It's where he's gone. It's Novikov. Novikov for Cox. It's the retreating defenders. We don't really want them with the ball at their feet. Is that Milovanovic? It is. Up to Joyce. We just need to not give this away and find ourselves being attacked here. Arosa. Decent ball in for Bennett. First time for Elazar. Go on, Elazar. He's gone for Ortiz. Oh! That is 2-1 for us. I thought about giving them a concentrate. We've gone with the praise. And look at this. Ortiz takes his time. I didn't think he was going to get a shot away, and he's rocketed that past Courtois. Again, goalkeeper, maybe with some questions to answer, but that is a finish. Alright, so 2-1. Now I wish I could instantly give them a concentrate. Can we clear this, please? It's Lindelof, and why didn't I tell them to concentrate? 2-2. Well, we can't say these two games haven't been entertaining. Certainly if you love goals. If you're a Forest fan, not so much. Oh, this is just poor defending. Look at it. There was another guy behind him that could have scored as well. Let's give it a concentrate now. We'll just shut the door as the horse runs off into the distance. Bennett, it's really beginning to frustrate me. Just we can't find anybody that can play in there consistently well this season. As the jazz continues in the background. I'm sure you guys can hear that. I can hear it really, really loudly, but would hate to be living any closer to that pub. It would be doing your head in. Alright, so we're coming in with minutes to go here, 10 minutes to go. We'll look to make some changes here. Joyce isn't having his best game. Let's bring Griffiths on. I realise now that we have Lacey and Griffiths on the bench, and we should really have Jones to play in there. We don't really have anybody, which is a massive oversight for me when I was bringing this team in. We'll leave it at that. Bennett is always likely to pop up with a goal for us, isn't he? He does get on the end of things. Just wish he wasn't looking so nervous. He's more likely to miss it, isn't he, when he's looking nervous? Let's give it a concentrate. Last game, I said I would take 2-2, and I didn't, and we ended up losing. I said before this game, a draw isn't a terrible result for us. We have a draw. Here we go. Can we get something more, though? Milovanovic is onto that. Can he find someone in the box? He can. It's fallen for Ortiz. Can he square it for Elazar? It's for Scando! Off the bar! Or the post, I should say. Oh, so close. We were that close to getting a third goal in this game. Corner's still there. Look at the space these guys on the edge of the area have. Griffiths has gone into the mixer, though. Elazar just knocked it down for Bennett. Oh, Bennett, go and get the ball, son. What's he doing? Oh, no. This is what happened last game, isn't it? Oh, good tackle from Novikov, though. The big Russian. Oh, okay, so we're coming to stoppage time. I'm getting excited here. I really would just take a draw. It's not a bad result for us. But Milovanovic look at the space he has. Can he get across into the box? There's no one coming out for him. Keep going. He's crossed it in for Elazar. Oh, it's off the bar. Was it a save? Courtois was due a save because he's missed two absolute sitters. It's coming back at us. Oh, Destanzo, that's good play. No, Luis Alberto Vasquez is not saved. We've conceded a stoppage time third goal again. Let's push forward, boys. Oh, I cannot believe what I'm seeing. 2 games in a row. We have been equal at stoppage time, and they've worked that really, really well. They've sucked Cox out of position. I shouldn't say sucks Cox. They have drawn Cox out of position, and Novikov just hasn't read it soon enough, has he? And there we go. No, we're still going here. Come on, Griffiths. And there it is. Well, that is the episode of what could have been. Do we say sympathy? Do we say we're disappointed? Unlucky, I think. we weren't that bad that game, were we? And then the gap was 4 points. We look down to 5th. We still have a healthy 8-point margin, and that's got to be the game, doesn't it? Just get back in the Champions League. But look at those clubs lining up behind us. Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Arsenal. West Ham's got to be a surprise packet, doesn't it? Villa is, of course, a good team since we left them. But that's a disappointing collapse. I don't know if it was a disappointing collapse. We finally lose. And of course, the invincible season is now done. Oh, I didn't think of that. That is heartbreaking. 16 games in a row, though. That's not too bad for a team second year in the Premier League. But that's it for this episode, guys. So near yet so far on both fronts. But that sets up the next episode quite nicely, doesn't it? It's going to be Sevilla in the Champions League at home. Any sort of win, if we look at the group, any sort of win, any sort of result, and we are through the group because Sevilla obviously can't pass us. A win, and with goal difference, it doesn't matter what Benfica do, we're going to top the group. So we could win the group, we could come second in the group, or a loss against Sevilla, and we would almost certainly fail to progress and go into the Europa League. So everything to play for in the Champions League. And then we'll come back as well. We'll do Leicester City in the league. They're 16th. They're struggling this year, but hopefully we'll be able to put in a performance against them as well. But that's all for Tuesday, guys. So make sure you're subscribing so you don't miss that. If you have enjoyed that episode, thumbs up, but I wouldn't blame you if you don't, because let's face it, we're all singing to the manager, you don't know what you're doing. So until Tuesday, I've been Aussie Bill, and thank you so much for watching, and here are some of our goals of the month for November. Take care.